Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com. I'm the first impression gameplay video for Blitz 1941, free to play World War based historical MMOG site, as this login screen over here says, or the loading screen. Now I'll spend about 5-10 minutes running around checking the game out, make some quick comments. If you guys want to play Blitz 1941 or just learn more about it, check out our full review on the link below. So here we go. Select your nation you want to play as. Now this is a World War II tank based MMO. We can pick between the communists and the Nazi Germans. I'm gonna go play as the communists because they have a cooler emblem. Well, actually, this looks pretty epic, but I'm gonna go with the communists. Let's check them out. Continue. So these are the two factions of the game: the Soviet Union and the Germans. Now this is a historical MMO, so at least it's somewhat accurate. The vehicles in the game, and it kind of boasts that it has all these realistic, World War II tanks and everything. But let's actually check out the game and see what it's all about. So create my tank band. I'm gonna name him Remote. Why is there a dash over there? Alright. Now, wow, let's see if we have any character customization. Wow, look at that deep character customization, I got to pick my name. And yeah, that's about it. So let's click start game and enter the game over here and see what it has to offer. Now, I'm not expecting much. This is made by the same guys that developed Navy Field, I believe. Or at least it's published by the same people. Is this your first time playing Blitz 1941? Do a tutorial? Nah, you know what? I can handle it. So right off the bat, you can hear the Soviet national anthem playing, the communist anthem, and it sounds really epic, actually. If it's the one thing the communists got right, is this really epic anthem. I'm gonna listen to it for a second over here. Alright, so here we are in Moscow, which is basically the central hub of the game. This is like the one part of the game where we can see all the other players and kind of walk around and be like, yo, and talk to these dudes. And it's kind of like the one instance town that you would see in like Guild Wars or something like that. And you can see the various stores in the game, our briefing center where we can get some missions. I'm sure there's some single player aspects over there. We have these other buildings. But what you really want to do is kind of skip all this nonsense. I mean, you should do the tutorial if it's your first time playing. I'm going to man up and not do it. And you just want to click Battlefield to get into an actual battle right away. But let's see the interface over here. So we do have a lot of skills over here, which looks kind of interesting. So you do have a lot of variety in the game. There are actually skills and there's some depth to the game. Items, and we got military skills. Now as you level up, you'll gain points over here, and you can kind of distribute it across your 3 skill trees in the game. You got Assault, Support, and Scout. So those are the 3 main builds in the game. And there's some really poor translation in this game, and this is probably one of those games where the English translations are some of the worst. I mean, you'd imagine a game based in World War II, on World War II. I mean, these games are usually developed by Western studios, but this is made by some Asian company, and the translation is just awful. Tank duration 200 increase. What does that mean? Like, I've played this game before, and I have no idea what that means. Let's see what else we have over here. Occupying damage 350 became. What? What kind of poor-ass translations are these? Alright, overpower reuse time 3-second decrease. Alright, it lowers your cooldown for one of your skills, but it could have been a lot better. Alright, one more, and let's actually go into the game. 9-second enemy attack in 20-meter radius by 10% decreasing. If you have any idea what this means, please post in the comments below, because I am just completely lost. I mean, how could they make the translations this awful? I literally have no idea what this could possibly mean. And it gets worse, guys. It legitimately gets worse. I mean, how could they screw it up this bad is beyond me. I mean, all they had to do was hire one guy to translate this at least half decently. But I guess, I don't know, they didn't do that. So let's see if we can get to the actual game now, though. I mean, I'm very disappointed by the actual translations. I mean, I didn't expect this from a World War II based game, because most of these games are developed in the West. So let's actually go into a battle over here, the battle room. You can go over here, or you can just click Battlefield over there. You can even click Quick Combat to join a game automatically if you want. But you know what? We're going to walk into the battle room the way we're supposed to. So now this is broken down to 6 different channels over here. We got newbie, middle, newbie. We got 2 newbies, one in purple, low, high, and unlimited. I mean, even these aren't translated too well, because we have newbie twice for some reason. But let's go with, I'm pretty sure this is going to be empty, but let's check it out. And yeah, one big problem with Blitz 1941 right off the bat, it has such a small player base. Yeah, we have nobody in this channel. Let's exit that channel and go into something a little bit bigger. So hopefully we can actually find the game, otherwise we're going to have to do this first look without actually playing the game. So let's go to Battle Room over here. And let's check out the 1 to 20 area. I mean, we saw a few people in town over there, so I mean, it's not a completely empty game. But hopefully we can join a game over here. Yeah, we got 1 out of 8 over here. 2 out of 8. Let's see if we can start. I bet this guy's AFK and this game is never going to start, but let's see. Is it beginning? Is it beginning? No, we're just waiting. And I'm sure some of the actual battles are set in historical locations, which is, I mean, it's kind of neat. This guy's level 15. Holy crap, he's gonna kick my ass. He's, you know, we're both in T60 tanks, but it's kind of cool. There's in historical locations. If you're, you know, a big World War II buff or a tank buff, and you like crappy games, you might, you know, you might enjoy Blitz 1941. I don't want to pass judgment too soon, but I've actually played this game before, but and it's nothing too impressive. But yeah, I'm gonna just quickly fast forward till I can actually join a game, and I'll just resume right away. Alright, I'm entering a game right now. I couldn't find an actual game against other players, so here I am in one of the actual fields outside of the main capital where I can just kind of grind German enemy tanks, which are kind of just like walking around. And this is kind of the game's MMORPG element to it. If you can't find players to play against, you can just kind of grind against other NPCs over here. I'm getting ganked over here. The combat is a little bit unique because you have to like kind of actually aim, and it takes a little while to get used to, and I'm not very used to it yet. But the game kind of threw me in this area, in this map. Can I load up my map? Nope. I'm surrounded by like 5 enemy tanks, and they're not completely dumb either. They're actually aiming at me and shooting at me. But you can see how much damage I deal to them when I shoot at them. Here it shows exactly where I'm going to shoot, so I got to kind of aim it. I almost got that one tank down. And like a realistic tank, I have the most armor on the front of my vehicle and the least behind. And same with enemy tanks. It makes sense when you try shooting behind them. You move with the right click, everything's done with the mouse. Can I do anything with the WSAD? Yeah, you can actually. You can move with WSAD. Which is really interesting because it makes the game's movement really fluid. I should have done this earlier. I would have done a lot better. You can see down over here my ammo. And as I shoot, I gotta kind of wait for it to reload. That guy's gonna own me if he hits me one more time. I got one more health left. Let me get him. Yeah, boy. He's done. So if I level up, I think I should fully heal. I mean, the game has a lot of MMO elements too. The MMORPG element is kind of good for when you want to grind and you can't find other people to play with, which is pretty often because the game does have a very low player base, which definitely really sucks because, I mean, I gotta applaud the game for being a little bit different. Oh, I just died. Your combat level is increased. Select respawn. So, of course, like in real life, if you die in real life, you just respawn as another tank, you know, because we all know that happens when you die. Let's go and spawn over here this time. You can see the battlefield over here, the tactical map. I can click here to return to Moscow or something in the middle. But let's click over here and let's go kill some more enemy tanks. I mean, I can imagine this would be a lot of fun if there's a lot of enemy players in these actual zones and you're fighting for control. But it just doesn't have the player base. There's a guy over there, another player. It says LFG. I'm LFG as well, so I am looking for a group. I just dinged to level 2. And as I gain experience, I can buy new equipment and new weapons and stuff, and the game will get more interesting. Like I said, I kind of wish the game had more players. It could definitely be a lot of fun. And in a world where so many of these MMORPGs and MMO games are so similar, I really wanted this game to have a larger player base because it could be a lot of fun. I wasn't a huge fan of Navy Field, but I did like that it was original, and a lot of people do play it. But yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks that originality goes kind of unrewarded. But I don't want to praise these guys too much either because this game does need a lot of work. I mean, those translations were awful, awful, awful. I mean, I can't imagine what they were doing. There's another player over here, so we're grinding German tanks together. But they respawn as well. It's kind of my bunker over here. I can go back in there to reload, to restock on equipment. At least I think so. I'm just making that up. But it would make sense, you know? Let's grind more German tanks. So if I learned anything from this game, I know German tanks are terrible and Russian tanks are amazing. But I bet if you're playing on the German side, there's really bad Russian tanks just walking around outside the town, and you can kill those. The tutorial is pretty interesting because it gives you a quest as well, and it kind of teaches you how to move. But it's really simple actually. I just kind of figured it out on my own. You do get rewarded for it with money and XP and items. But I learned that this is a really fast way to level up. You just kill these tanks over here. There are more people in the other channels, I bet, because the game wasn't completely empty, as we saw people in town. But it just seems like the newbie areas are very empty. And you'll spend much of your newbie career in Blitz 1941 grinding away at these German tanks. But, you know, it's not terrible. Let's go kill some more German tanks. Do I have any skills I can use over here? I don't even want to try understanding the skills, because you really have to work at it, because the translation is just awful, as you've seen. Let's see if I get any, if I can distribute my skill points. This one German tank is kind of like juking me. He did a lot of damage to me. Or I keep missing. I'm just sucking it up. The radar's kind of neat. It tells you where all the enemies are. But this could definitely be a lot of fun if there was these large-scale battles between actual players. Yeah, this tank is not dying. Yeah, boy, I am level 3. I think. I don't know, it said something. I've earned my stripes. Summon the player to this field from other field or capital. Let's do that. With your current rank, you cannot use this commander skill. So yeah, I think I can summon other players from the main town to where I am in case there's an enemy attack. Support skill. Alright, these are support skills over there. Here's my map over here. Moscow. You can see that we have complete control over this map, 100%. Let's X this out. Can I X this out? Or am I stuck looking at this map forever? I may be stuck looking at this map forever. X that out. Alright, we close that out over here. I have no skills over here. Yeah, I got 2 points over here I can distribute. Confuse, I need 3 points of Confuse. I can learn Turbulence now. Anyway, guys, I am running out of time. If you guys do want to play Blitz 1941 or just learn more about it, check out our full review on the link below.